If you want to know how to roll out your next project with an actual proven 90-day blueprint, not just rolling the dice like you did on your last 3 releases, then this video is for you. So if you're watching this video, welcome to our Speedlight VIP subscriber list. This is not a public video, so like I said, if you're watching this, you are part of a select group. So our goal is to provide you with the knowledge and resources that you need as an artist to help you be successful. So ultimately, if we help you become successful, we'll become successful too. So let's go ahead and dive into how you should be rolling out your next project. So first things first, we're gonna briefly talk about identifying your target market. We have in the past covered this in a free game Friday, so if you want to know more information about this particular topic, you can check out the link below. So what you need to be doing here is figuring out your who, where, and what. And for total accuracy, make sure that you're checking your analytics across all your DSP sites to make sure that you're finding similar consistencies so you can make sure that you're reading the correct data. And if you don't know what a DSP is, that's just your digital streaming platform. iTunes, Spotify, etc. So let's break down the who. So the who is obviously going to be your fans, gender, age group, and using this data to run your ads will be more helpful rather than letting Instagram and Facebook do it for you. So that way you're not guessing to who you're putting in front of and you're not wasting money on advertisements that don't work. So the where is going to be finding out where these listeners live. You're going to look at your top 5 cities and maybe even look across the board to see some similar artists that are in those cities that you could possibly work with. And we'll talk about that a little more in the next step. And the what is going to be what do they like the most out of your catalog. Find out the top 2 songs that they're listening to and the top 2 videos that they're watching. So this is going to help you identify what type of listeners you're getting and help you identify what type of music you should make moving forward. And that leads us right into the next step, which is the actual 90-day project rollout blueprint. That way you've got listeners waiting to hear your music rather than just rolling the dice hoping that they hear it. Another cool thing about this is going to help you set and track measurable goals so that you can help see your growth, which is going to help you build your confidence and belief in yourself. So week number 1, we recommend getting a feature with a decently well-known artist so that you can apply the Fanbase Hacking methods, which we've talked about before in another free game Friday, and you can check that out below as well. And by using this Fanbase Hacking method, this is going to help you gain streams from both sides of the artist, yours and the person you're collabing with. And I have personally used this method and gained over 3,000 listeners in just 1 month. So ultimately what you're doing with the Fanbase Hacking method is tapping into the artists that you're working with, fans and monthly listeners, which is going to help you build some serious momentum for your next release coming up. And like I said previously, definitely be sure to check out the free game Friday links below so you can get more of that info on those topics. So that leads us right into week number 3, a solo song, a single. So what this is going to do is help build that consistency in your new fans so that your new fans will have something new to listen to from your previous week number 1. So another thing that this is going to help with is building your consistency in the Spotify algorithm, because the more consistent you are on Spotify, Spotify will begin to favor your music, and this will help you even land on some placements and playlists. So now let's go ahead and dive into week number 5. So what we're gonna do here at week number 5 is repeat week number 1 and reach out to a decently well-known artist to work with to help build your stats, aka Fanbase Hacking. So by doing this is going to help you tap into even more new listeners that have never heard your music before. So by the time that your next project drops, you are building up some serious momentum with some new listeners waiting to hear your next release. So this takes us to week number 7. We're back to a solo song, a new single. So by dropping another single, this is going to help you with your stream cycle, which we have talked about in a previous free game Friday, which we're gonna drop right here in the description below. So be sure, if you haven't already, to go check out that free game Friday and learn more info about your stream cycle as an artist. So briefly, what a stream cycle is, every artist has a stream cycle. Typically a newer artist's stream cycle is anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, more so on the shorter end from 2 to 3 weeks. Every time you drop, your streams spike. And by finding out your stream cycle, you never let your streams fully die down and you build that consistency within the Spotify algorithm. This is a good thing to do. Stay consistent. And I promise, the more consistently you drop as an artist, Spotify will begin to favor your music and help you get pushed out there a little more. So week number 10, the big bang, the project release. This is what you've been working towards. So if you've been following the steps from week number 1, you have been building new fans, new listeners, and building up that momentum for this day. And more than likely, Spotify at this point is beginning to favor your music, and you're probably starting to see some growth across your streaming platform. So with all of this happening, this brings us to weeks number 11 and and 12, which is promotion. So these 2 weeks, you are going to be going all in on promotional material and content for your new release. So during this time, you're going to want to make sure that you are extremely consistent on your social media platforms, posting at least 3 to 5 stories a day on your platforms. And a way for you to know how to promote your stuff is going to be circling back around to identifying your target market, your who's, your what's, and your where's, so that you know what to promote and where to promote. So during these 2 weeks of promo, this would be a really good time to drop a music video with the artist that you worked with from week number 1. So circle back around and promote as hard as you can. This is gonna help stretch your release out and help people go back to what you previously dropped on week 1 and listen to it all over again. So this 90-day blueprint isn't going to necessarily blow you up in these 90 days. What this is going to do is help you build your fan base, your listeners, and your stats across the board. This is also gonna help you build your consistency, your belief, and your confidence in yourself. So now if you've been tracking your data as we recommended, you can see physical growth as an artist on the come up. And our recommendation to help continue to build some really massive momentum is to repeat this 90-day rollout a few times. Try it back to back. See how much growth you can make happen. So if this sounds like something that you want to commit to as an artist on the come up, please shoot us an email and one of our team members up here at the studio will reach back out to you and get you the details that you need for the 90-day project rollout. So that wraps up today's video for the Speak Life VIP special treatment. This is Jessie G. I'm out.